Today we're going to talk about grace. And as far as humans go, there's nothing more graceful than a ballerina or a ballet dancer. The world's most famous ballerina ever was named Anna Pavlova. And she was from Russia, so I thought I would teach you how to say good morning in Russian. You ready? Dobre utro. Dobre utro.
Hey guys, I'm having a bad day. Have you ever had a bad day? This is a terrible, no good, horrible, very bad day. And my name's not even Alexander. Got up this morning, went in to get some Cheerios for breakfast, and there were only two little in the bucket and they were stale. Then I went to take a shower, and guess what? Cold shower for Jenny at 6:30 in the morning. Then I couldn't find my favorite shirt, so I had to wear this one. It's itchy. And then even when I was driving to work, all the lights were red. It took me forever. Some friends came by and gave me some pictures because they thought I looked like I was in a bad mood. And they were right. I am in a bad mood. Well, that's nice, but I folded it. I want them to fold the paper. That's pretty cute. Guess what? Dogs don't have to wear itchy shirts. I don't even like blue. At least they spelled it right. Hey, that's cool, robot. You know what? Robots have no idea what a cold shower is like. Hey, now this is cool. Airplane. Whoa, that's a fast one too. Way faster than my drive to church this morning. I'm just kidding. I'm not in a bad mood. This is my favorite shirt. I had a chocolate sprinkle donut for breakfast today, and I don't know if I hit any red lights or not. I was having a great time singing with the radio on my drive to work today. Do you ever complain? Yes, of course you do, because sometimes we all whine and complain a little bit. But that reminds me of our Bible story that we have today. Do you remember last week we talked about the 10 plagues God sent on the people in Egypt? He protected his own people from 4 of them, and he eventually sent them out of Egypt. They had been slaves. They had terrible, horrible, no good, very bad lives, like for real, not for like cold shower, but like they had to work so hard that sometimes they even died. They got yelled at, and it was miserable, and they were slaves. And God set them free. And as he set them free, they saw lots of amazing miracles. Some were from the plagues. Remember I told you last week, one plague, he sent darkness on all the Egyptians, but it was still light where God's people were. That's amazing. And then after they finally left Egypt, they had to walk through the Red Sea. And God parted the sea so they could walk through on dry land, and then the sea closed in on God's people's enemies, the Egyptians. So they were safe. The Israelites had seen God's power and his goodness to them, and how much he loved them and he cared for them and he gave them everything they needed. And you know what they did? They celebrated, they sang, and they danced, and they said, "Thank you, God, you're so good to us, we love you." And then as they started walking to their new home through the desert with all the people and all their stuff, and they started getting tired, and they started getting hungry, and they started getting thirsty. So finally, they stopped at a place to get a drink. Well, let's see what it says right here in Exodus chapter 15, verse 22.
Then Moses made Israel set out from the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. They went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink the water of Marah because it was bitter. Therefore it was named Marah. And the people grumbled against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?"
You hear what happened? They went to get a drink of water, and it was really bitter. I couldn't drink it. And they went over to Moses and they said, what are we gonna do? We can't drink the water. You would think they'd remember that God did amazing things to take care of them. But no, they were worried because the water didn't taste good and they thought that might be the end of them. Slavery wasn't the end of them. Captivity wasn't the end of them. A sea wasn't the end of them. And they thought it would be bad tasting water. Well, Moses said, God, what do I do?
The Bible tells us what Moses did in verse 25. And he cried to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a log, and he threw it into the water, and the water became sweet.
God showed Moses a log, and Moses went and got the log, and he threw it into the water, and all of a sudden, the yucky, bitter water became sweet, like Kool-Aid. Do you know what? God didn't have to do that for the people. There were so many ways that he'd already taken care of them, and they were still complaining. He said, you know what? I'm going to be kind to you and give you grace instead of the bitter water. I'm going to give you sweet water. God didn't have to do that. It was a gift. They didn't do anything to earn it. They didn't do anything to deserve it. In fact, all they did was complain. But because God loved them and because God is gracious, he gave them sweet water. Isn't that amazing? God gives grace, and because he does, we can give grace too. Think hard. What could you do this week to show grace? Maybe you have a stinker of a brother or sister and you're frustrated with them or angry, but you could show grace by forgiving them, maybe even helping them with something. Maybe you help them clean their room or something else that they need to do. Maybe there's a neighbor across the street that doesn't ever invite you to play. You could invite them to play. Or maybe you could use some sidewalk chalk and write a sweet note on a neighbor's driveway. Maybe you could mail a card to someone far away that you haven't heard from in a while. Grace is giving someone something that they didn't earn. They don't deserve it, but you're doing it because you want to be like God. God gives grace, and we can too. If you do something full of grace this week, if you give someone something just because, not because they've earned it, I want you to let me know what you did. Also, I have a fun game we can play and pretend to be Moses for a little bit. So, find some popsicle sticks and a bucket of water and watch this. Then you're going to go out to your backyard and try it. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm going to go home and try it with my kids. See you later.
Let's play a game. Today, let's be Moses and throw logs in the water. First, you'll need some sticks. Then, you need some kind of a bucket or container. Whoop, watch out for dogs. And then you need some water. All right, everybody, pick up a stick and stand right there and see if you can toss your stick into the bucket. Go! Oh, come on. There you go, Nana. Way to go, CJ. Well, you know, with 3-year-olds, they're just going to go right on up to the bucket. Keep trying, and she got it in the bucket. All right, let's have the big man. Oh, so close. There you go, kiddo. Keep on trying. Oh, almost, guys. One more, and off the rim. Oh, man. Run up. Get it in there. Let's try again. Throw that log into that bitter water. Bounced. Oh, it was long. Okay, keep going. Off the rim again, and she's in. Yes. You know, last week I forgot to give happy birthday wishes to all our October birthday kids like Henry and Cadence and David and Ava. Happy birthday, Audrey, and also Zach and Juliana. Hey, happy birthday, Anthony. You're getting pretty old. And Quinn has an October birthday. And John Mark, who I heard is moving back soon. Way to go, Miles. Happy birthday. Hey, Malachi. Happy birthday. And Jane, I hope yours is lovely. Finley, happy birthday to you. And Asher and Jackson, happy birthday, guys. And Ari, I hope you have a wonderful sunny birthday. Happy birthday, Clayton and Eleanor. I hope it's a wonderful day for you both. Happy birthday, Benjamin and Kate and Caitlin. Happy birthday to you too. Happy birthday, Bridget. I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday.